The idea of the Lady Liberty in our harbor, which I talked to the young students about, has been the story of New York for 130 years, where people who left religious persecution or left wars, left oppression, and left extreme poverty, like my own grandparents leaving Ireland with nothing, that is what we have always viewed as our responsibility to the rest of the world. But because of that, we are a far better, more enriched, diverse state, and that's a huge point of pride for all New Yorkers. As you know, the Statue of Liberty is inscribed. It says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled young masses yearning to be free, the wretched refuse to a teeming shore." And that statement encapsulates our values. We want people to come here, despite where they came from or despite the circumstances that drove them to this country and to this state. We say you are welcome here. We are welcome with open arms, and we'll work to keep you safe. We'll not only house you, but we'll protect you. And the richness of the culture and the diversity and the food and the restaurants that we know are going to be coming because of these efforts are beyond measure. It's an extraordinary part of our story. And it's woven into the story of New York, and it makes us more vibrant. We have to let the word out that when you come to New York, we're not going to have more hotel rooms. We don't have capacity. So we have to also message properly that we're at our limit. If you're going to leave your country, go somewhere else. You have to be certain that you're not going to take support a policy that's going to draw more people, because places like New York really are at capacity. You know, we have large hearts. You want to be generous and supportive to people who are experiencing humanitarian crisis, but there is a limit to what we can do.
Some people have said that New York's right, its mandate for shelter, is a draw for people to come here, and they've called on it to either be paused or rescinded. Would you support anything like that?
Yes, I would, because the original premise behind the right to shelter was started as for homeless men on the streets, people who are experiencing AIDS. Then it was expanded to families. That is the right thing to do. But never was it envisioned that this would be an unlimited, universal right or obligation on the city to have to house literally the entire world. We want people to come here, despite where they came from or despite the circumstances that drove them to this country and to this state. If you're going to leave your country, go somewhere else.